Coaches, what's going on? Thomas here from MyCoach Ai, and a quick video today, a really quick one, on just how to unlock the macro tracking functionality for any client within just a couple seconds, couple clicks. Very easy to do, but I did want to make a quick tutorial on it so you know exactly how to do so. Of course, it's very important functionality, and in case you didn't know yet, the reason that I want to show this is because macro tracking and anything nutrition related is kept purely on platform within MyCoach Ai. So different than a lot of other coaching platforms that you may have run into in the past, we don't connect to MyFitnessPal or Chronometer. We don't work with APIs where they track in one app and the data comes through in another. We actually keep these things in-house. They have full ability to track their macros, track their food inside of the MyCoach Ai app, as long as you actually unlock, of course, that functionality for them. Now, there's multiple layers to this. You can add, of course, just macros. You can also work with a full-on meal plan. On this video, I just want to show you how to activate the macro tracking functionality and then just go from there. And again, very easy to do. So let's just go visit an individual client because that's where we activate this. If we click on any client at all, we land on the client profile. And if we scroll down just a little bit, you get to the client nutrition. This is exactly the place that we need to be at, particularly the main macros that you see up here. When you just onboard a client, this is going to say all zeros, right? There is going to be no macros assigned. And with this, in this current state, the client does not see anything nutrition related. Of course, it's also an option to not coach a client on nutrition. So if you don't include any macros and you don't assign a meal plan, the client will just not see any nutrition related features. They won't see the track food button. They won't see macros to track towards. Of course, different if you do want to work with nutrition on them. And that's the very reason we're here in the client nutrition section, because as soon as we add these main macros, this is when the functionality for the client to track their own food and their macros is automatically going to show up. That functionality is hidden unless there are macros assigned to the client. And that's really all you need to know. So go ahead from here, just input some macros, whatever they may be. You can, of course, type in the calories here, play around with the carbs, fats, proteins. You can do that by either percentages or amounts, so that's also very useful. And as soon as you save the changes, and there's actually substantial macros set up for any client, now their tracking functionality is going to be enabled. I'm quickly going to show you through the preview interface. Of course, it's not in their app view, but it's definitely the proper view of the client being logged in. So you see exactly what they see just on a desktop version. And immediately when it loads, we can see here that those macros that we just assigned are going to show up with the track food section. So normally, if you do not assign any macros, the nutrition section here will not be there, the track foods part will not be there, and they won't have any buttons to actually track their food, of course. But now that we have macros assigned, they have their nutrition section show up. On the homepage, their macros, and even through the plus button here, they can add food at any time through the app. If we go to the track food section, you can now see that we have the ability to see our macros and to start adding food. So this is the basic functionality that comes with it. Again, live as soon as you add those main macros right here in the client profile. So that's pretty much it. It just takes a few seconds. Whenever a client comes in, go ahead and assign them their initial macros that will unlock the macro tracking functionality for them. There's ever a client that you don't coach on nutrition, don't worry about it. Just don't assign macros and nothing will show up for them. It's really that easy. So hope that was helpful, and I'll stay tuned for the next YouTube video.